What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Smooth back again with another video. Don't worry, more videos gonna be popping out throughout the week. I got y'all. M. Harv. And it's named Iris is the worst character on The Flash. Now, to be honest, there was a lot of flack with, first of all, I got into The Flash when it aired. I think the second episode was out when they showed it to us in school before break, and I fell in love with it. Went back, watched the first episode, and been religiously watching it up until the point of, at least until season 6. I stopped after 7, 8, and I hopped back on the final season just for nostalgia slash, nostalgic purposes, but also because I enjoyed this show. Grant Gust, amazing actor. He was also in Glee. He is the reason why I stuck around for The Flash as long as I did. He was the best character of that show. Now, you had close seconds. You had Joe, who I loved and enjoyed. You had Wally, who was cool and I enjoyed him. You had Cisco, an amazing, he would have been the number one character if it wasn't for Grant. But maybe Caitlyn, when she got the Killer Frost vibe, that started rocking with her a little bit more. But there's other characters that I know for a fact I can think of that were probably worse than her. People gave her a lot of flack, and I get it. I get the we are the Flash hate, and I don't know. It's a hard one because on one end there, she has her moments where yeah, you can give her props. She was a great character, had a nice arc. And then there's other times where it's either stale or it just comes off as not good. And I get both sides of the argument. But who was the only reason why I don't agree that she was the worst character is because at one point in the show, Cisco left. They ripped this character off, not in a bad way, but just as him leaving Team Flash. And they brought in, you guys know, not knocking his character at all. Him as a human being too, amazing. He actually streams and I watched him over there. His character was still cool. I just don't think that character was ever going to top Cisco or be on that same type of pedestal. And I feel like you could give him that role of the worst character, even though there really isn't no worst character. All of them are great. But we're about to hop into this one and see what he's talking about, get his opinion on that. Before we dive in, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you love the Smooth Squad family, ring notification bell so you don't miss any other content. Let's hop into the video. Let's get it.
The CW has given us many bangers.
Yes,
bangers like Superman and Lois, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, and my favorite,
Supergirl was decent.
The Flash.
Yes,
I've been a fan of this show since day one, and I have stuck with it through thick and thin. I stuck with this show even after season 4, because from season 5 to 9, the show was just never the same. But even if the story was on a decline, I always came back to the show for the characters. Characters like Cisco, Barry, Killer Frost, Elongated Man.
Elongated Man was tough.
Captain Cold.
Yes.
Captain Cold is such a good character.
Yes.
What they did with him in Legends of Tomorrow was just amazing. R.I.P. my goat though. And there are just 2 characters that I cannot stand. First being Reverse Flash.
Why?
I get that his whole character is to F with Barry and ruin his life, but why is he popping up for any other reason than that? His character was just so overused. Bro was out here crossing over into other Arrowverse.
Yeah.
What are you doing in Legends of Tomorrow? And the one other character that I hate more than
and then they changed actors. That messed it up too.
Expose him!
It wasn't just about you.
Expose him!
But listen, wait.
You were not the Flash, Barry. Were you?
Why did I know you were gonna?
Iris is a trash character. If it were up to me, I would have killed her off and brought Patty back because she goes hard. Iris is so evil that I'm convinced she actually hates this nigga Barry. When Barry first confessed his love to Iris, she straight up friend zones his ass, which is understandable because
Yeah.
she was dating Eddie at the time.
Yeah.
But when Barry moves on and pulls fine shit, Linda, Iris literally ruins their relationship. Just watch this.
With you on whether bowling is an actual sport.
I wondered the same.
Well, sport or hobby, I am still better.
Hell no. Why is she doing this? She just straight up cucked Linda, and in front of her own man.
Oh my God.
I never seen that. But hold on now.
Iris even goes to Barry and tells him that Linda isn't good enough for him, which leads him to break up with her.
Yeah.
She gaslit Barry so hard that he thought he had a chance with her. And what does she do when Barry tries to get with her?
Barry, we've been over this, okay? Nothing has changed for me. I love Eddie, okay?
Why are we lying? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you forget you were doing this in front of your own man? Eddie took a cold bullet to the heart so that Reverse Flash could not exist. But if I'm being honest, he didn't take his own life to prevent Reverse Flash. Because at the end of the day, it didn't even work. Nigga came right back. Multiple times. You could really say he did it for no reason. But there is a reason. Hear me out. He did it to get away from this gaslighting demon. In season 3, Barry has to go into the Speed Force to stop the Speed Force storm.
Yo, one of the craziest season finales.
The world. Iris knows
I didn't
the
know
danger
what was
of
gonna
the storm.
happen.
Remember this.
Past
Barry
that
goes
season.
in the storm and 6 months pass. And Cisco finds a way to save Barry, and Iris says, no! And she gets all defensive talking about some, Barry's gone. Like, what is wrong with you, girl? Cisco just said he had a solution. and
Right,
you
he
said
has a way to
no.
bring him
They
back.
save Barry, and he and Iris have a talk about why he left. And this conversation is so stupid.
Then how could you leave me?
I don't know, maybe because there's a Speed Force storm sniping niggas. Why
Right.
is he so
The world was about
suffering?
to die
The
if it wasn't.
6 months he was in the Speed Force, it was 10,000 years for that nigga. Maybe more.
Yeah.
The only one who was really suffering was Barry. In season 5, when
Swear to
Barry
God.
and Iris argue over Nora, Barry tells Iris that he is in the right, and Iris brings up 2 points. Flashpoint, which is Barry's fault.
It
She's right on
was
that. But
technically.
then she brings up Barry going to the Speed
Oh
Force.
my
That's not.
Does
That's
she
not.
not remember niggas were getting sniped by lightning?
That's what I'm
The world
saying,
possibly
bro.
ending.
You'll
And
be
Barry was
walking
the only
and
one
just-
who could stop it.
Ah.
And Barry says he
In his
sent
body.
Nora back to the future because she was working with Dawn and lied to everybody for months, which is valid. And when he tells her that, she is literally unbothered and unfazed. Like, bro, your daughter was lying to you and working with the man that killed your husband's mother, and you don't care about his feelings
Right.
at all. And Iris is mad
Right.
because
That
she thinks
kinda
it's the
was
last time
wild,
she's gonna
bro.
ever see Nora, which is straight up cap because it stated that you live with her in the future.
Yeah, literally.
Nora and Iris do not have a good relationship in the future. So she's doing all of this for someone who don't even like her in the future. Iris is the worst character on this show. I do not care what anybody says. I'm right. She's a selfish, manipulative, gaslighting demon. Let me know what y'all want to see next. Thank you for watching the video, and peace.
So like, what I will say, he has some decent points. And when you explain them and like actually revisit certain scenes and you actually rewatch the show play out, I wasn't connecting. Like that one, the one where y'all was together, you know, her and Eddie, and they were all bowling. You gotta read the room, number one. That's not something you gonna do. Two, we already established that we're not on that type of time, and that's something that me and Vine, somebody you in a relationship would like. You gotta. It's also hard because like they grew up in the same house for years. Like they pretty much were siblings, and still siblings don't do that. Yeah, you know what? You might be onto something, bro. I'm a little conflicted on this one, but like. It was enjoyable. Let me know down in the comments how you guys felt about Iris. I can name 1,000 other characters that was worse than her. But like, this was enjoyable. Thank y'all so much. Tear Smooth. Out.
I'm gonna need you to subscribe, my nigga.